Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. So, to start off today's episode, we are going to finish off what we had started last time, which was the nitric acid. So, if we take a look at this one last time, it is mineral water, ammonia, and rare metals. So, we have some chemical plants here, and I think that we're just going to build right up this way. We're going to leave a little bit of room for some pipes down here just in case, because Krastorio 2 especially has a lot of fluids, so we are going to make sure that we take that into account and leave some room, because I've run into situations before where I have needed extra room, and of course I have left none. Okay, so this is... where is it? Nitric acid, right here. Alright. And then we need ammonia here. So we can run this up right here, I guess. Okay, perfect. That actually hooks up exactly perfectly. I totally planned for that to happen. And then mineral water is our other need. And we will be able to grab it not quite here. But we can grab it here. Okay. So let's skip this area here, get rid of all of that lithium chloride we just picked up, and then, oops, not there, right here. We can connect that up. And then the last thing, of course, that we need is rare metals, and so how we're going to do this, I think, is something like this. And if we copy, paste, and we need to grab one of these, bring it over here. Okay, and then let's just, we will need a decent amount of nitric acid, so I don't know. That works out pretty nicely. Hopefully we don't, oh well, we're gonna be moving this soon anyways, I think. So this shouldn't be a problem. Very nice. Okay, and we just need to connect up power. There we go. And of course I forgot to request the nitric acid from the, or not the nitric acid, the rare metals from these. So let's request rare metals. And that will finish off nitric acid. So that was pretty quick. Besides that, what I also wanted to work on today is we are going to be getting ready to go to the Vulcanite planet probably next time. But I wanted to work on actually finishing off all the Cryonite processing and stuff that we're going to do. So as you can see here, we have enough rocket parts now in order to head over to the Cryonite planet. I did want to bring a couple things before we go. So we do need some turbines. Let's bring 20 of those. And then we also need, let's see, we need turbines because we need power. Combinators. I'm going to bring some combinators just to be safe. And then what else did I need? I needed something else. We have belts. We have fast loaders. Oh, just kidding. We needed these signal transmitter receiver things. Because we're going to have to deal with this delivery cannon firing all the time. So let us grab, what do we need? We need processing units. Okay, just processing units. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, wonderful. So we need one of each. And we'll go grab some more steel just in case. You never know when you're going to need it. And then we are going to put a signal receiver down. Of course, I crafted that one second, and it's the one I need first. Okay. There is no room in here, huh? No room. Okay, we're gonna put it right over here. That's fine. Okay, and then if we can do green. You're telling me I can't stop firing if I'm not using my barrels fast enough? I can't connect this wire to this machine. So if I'm not using my barrels, how am I supposed to know when not to fire? Right? You see my predicament. Like, last time we realized that we had too many heavy oil barrels here. We were not using heavy oil fast enough. And I suppose the answer is actually to stop this inserter from inserting. Because I'm silly, I forgot that I could do that. Alright. So we'll say heavy oil barrels are less, and we're gonna take this out. Alright. We're gonna put that in there, we're gonna put these in there, and we're gonna put these capsules back. Okay, we're gonna say heavy oil barrels are less than like 200. I don't even care. And they should be less. No, stop it. No. They are less than 200 right now because it's 0. Okay, we're gonna turn that sideways so that we don't mess something up, and then we'll switch it back later, okay? Okay. And anything else? Yeah. We don't need this in here right now. Okay. Jeez Louise. And then this is gonna be... Jeez, those machines are so loud sometimes. Okay. We're gonna change this. This is not gonna be that channel. This is gonna be like Khione, Nauvis, oil barrels. Sure. Okay. That seems good. And we got another one of these. What the heck? Okay, we have like... whatever. And then we'll turn this back on. We're not going to fire yet, obviously. Okay, so that should be everything that we need to do in order to prepare. Let me just check to make sure that there's literally nothing else. So if we come over here, what do we need to do when we get over here? Oh, I did want to expand this just slightly because these crystals are pretty slow. Okay, I'm gonna grab a few materials. I won't make you guys watch that whole build anyways, but I'm gonna increase that build over there. So I'm gonna grab materials for that. We'll be right back, and then we're gonna launch over, and we're gonna clean everything up over there. Okay, guys, we are here. I did one other thing really quickly, which was I automated cliff explosives because if I'm wanting to put this down, I noticed that I'm gonna have to destroy a bunch of these cliffs around here. And I might even need to destroy more. How many more do I need to do? That's 6. Might have to grab a few more cliff explosives before we leave. Let's see. I have 25. I think that's more than I needed anyways. But let's just grab whatever's left here. Okay, 27. Hopefully that's enough. And then the last thing that we're actually going to do is we're going to come right over here, and we're going to change this to no launch trigger right now. And the only reason for that is when we come back, we're going to be unloading... Do we want to do our Cryonite landing all the way over here? Yeah, I guess. Also, holy moly, we probably need to empty this thing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down a warehouse here and a bunch of inserters and some power poles. So our bots will build that, so that way that thing can be emptied. Good thing I thought of that. But when we come back and we start, putting Cryonite rods into our network, we do not want anything to take off without us, because we do want to go to a space on our side to fix up a couple things. So, crazy dealing with these rockets all the time. And a safe landing, thank goodness. Didn't want to have another rough landing. That would have been pretty bad, actually. But okay, we're over here. We're going to change this to no launch signal. We do not want it to leave us behind. That would be really bad. And then we're going to fix up this area over here. Pick up all those heavy oil barrels. There we go. So let's see. What are we going to do over here? We have a bunch of things that we do want to do. I'm going to quickly do this Cryonite build. I know that you've seen it like 2 times already, so I'm not going to make you watch that. And then once I'm done with that, then we're going to work on the launch triggers for the launch system. Okay, so I have made some decisions about some things. The first of which is I do not want Vulcanite to be taken back. And the reason for this is the exact same reason for these Cryonite rods. Okay, so remember we took the first rocket, we got 800 Cryonite rods out of it, okay? And it was almost fully full, like the entire 500 slots or whatever. We got 800 rods out of it. Here, look at how many rods we have already loaded here, a ton of them. So the same is going to go for Vulcanite. Vulcanite is going to have the exact same issue where it only stacks in 20s, so even though we're bringing a decent amount back, like a decent amount, it's still going to stack nowhere near what it could stack. So for that reason, I do want to get rid of all of the Vulcanite that's in here, and I think the easiest way to do that is... stop it. Okay. Alright, we're going to export only Vulcanite from here. And hopefully these things can get it out of there fast enough. Oh, they should be able to, yeah. Okay, so we're not going to bring any Vulcanite back with us for now. And the Vulcanite that we do have on Nauvis, I don't know what we're going to do with it. It might just end up sitting there forever. We'll see. And then we are going to start bringing some sand back. I know that Vulcanite processing does require sand, so that'll be great to be able to use it then. But right now, this warehouse over here has had 35,000 sand in it already. So we're trying to get rid of as much of that sand as possible. So we're at least going to bring it back to Nauvis and probably make it into landfill or make some glass out of it or whatever we need to for now. So we're going to leave these Vulcanite things here. They're not hurting anything, and then we'll just change them later when we have holmium plates. For the time being, though, you can see we have an output signal for green for Cryonite here. And actually, that is totally fine. I don't think we're going to change anything about the trigger for this rocket at the moment, because the only reason that we're going to change it would be later, I think, when we're actually bringing holmium plates back with us. And we might want to allocate more to holmium or allocate more to Cryonite, depending on what's needed on Nauvis. But since it's only going to be one resource at the moment, we actually don't care about that. And so I'm going to just do, I don't know, a couple of these doing sand. And then we are going to say when sand itself is less than, I don't know, let's see, it's taxed in 200, so 10 would be 2,000. So we're going to say, let's say 5 slots, so that's 10,000 sand. Yeah, seems reasonable. Okay. So we're going to try and put as much sand in there as possible. The barrels that are coming in from here, we are just going to put as many of them in there as we need. And it looks like our trick is working. We are now, the amount of barrels is definitely decreasing rather than increasing, which is good. Here's a bunch of stuff that we left last time we were here. We can just take that, I guess. I mean, doesn't matter. We have some more heavy oil barrels. We have some Vulcanite that we don't need. And I don't really think that there's anything else that we need to leave here. The one other thing that we do need to do is we do need to put, oh, not that down. We want to put this down. And this is going to be hooked up to this chest. And it's going to be this oil barrels signal. And we're also going to hook it up to this pole here so we can see how many are there, which that looks good. And I think that the last thing that we want to do is we would like to hook up these barrels to this signal transmitter, I think. And that is basically so that we can do some math about how much rocket fuel is here, so we don't bring too much, so we don't flood this thing. And so we're gonna take as much rocket fuel back as possible. So we're just gonna probably just try and take it all. Okay, there we go. We got all the rocket fuel. And we also have a bunch of extra rocket parts here. And, you know, we're already having a hard enough time doing rocket parts on... Oh, this needs to be greater than or equal to. Got it. We already have... let's just make sure this works now. I want to just be sure. So we obviously have a rocket part shortage on Nauvis, so we want to make sure that we're utilizing as many rocket parts as possible. And then I believe that that is everything. We're still doing good on ammo here. And yeah, so I think that's everything. And we might as well, honestly, we might as well bring as many Cryonite rods as possible because we're not going to be back for a while and we do have the room currently. So there's no reason not to do that. Okay, that is everything. We are done with Cryonite for quite a while, I believe. If there are any issues, I'll fix them, but I think that we should be good for now. And we'll also bring just as much sand as we can right now just to clear it out of here. Again, no reason not to do that. Is there any more sand in here? Just a little bit. So we're just gonna grab all of that. Our rocket is decently full. So this trip has been pretty useful. And yeah, so we're gonna head back to Nauvis. I will see you there. Okay, we are just arriving back on Nauvis, and I think the last thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna handle this all the output here. Oh no! We do not want this to happen. Okay, at least it's just exporting sand right now, so I guess that's not the biggest of deals. But okay, so we have Cryonite rods that we want to export. So we're just going to export them all here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 passive providers here. And these passive providers are going to provide all the Cryonite rods for the base. And I don't like this because it's a little slow, so we are going to switch it to do it like this. So let's see. Of course, I did that poorly. That's fine. Okay, and then we just need 2 loaders. Bing and bing. And we're just going to let them fill up. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so Cryonite rods are coming in, and they're going out, and they're going to be getting ready to be sent up to Nauvis orbit. The next thing we need to handle is passive provider. And we are going to export with a filter inserter. We're going to export. And I think we can do, let's see, can we do one of these? Passive provider strong boxes. That's what I want. Alright, there we go. So this is going to do this. And then we're going to also do the rocket parts here. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to get rid of a bunch of stuff that we don't need right now. So like all these pipes that we have extra. And then what we can do... There we go. And then we can just start getting rid of all this rocket fuel that we just don't need at the moment. And here comes some bots to take all of our stuff. So I'm going to get rid of all of my stuff. We've pretty much handled all of the output except for the sand, so I guess we can handle the sand output. We're going to put it into a passive provider warehouse. Oh boy, I don't want to craft one of those. Let's see, we're going to have the bots come put a warehouse down here. And we will make it a sand warehouse. And then we also need to handle the barrels. So the barrels we're going to put in an active provider chest. So put this here, and we'll do empty barrels. Where's empty barrel? Here's empty barrel. So those will get picked up by the bots. What else do we need to handle the output of? Anything else? We're going to be doing sand here, and then we're already doing the barrels. We're already doing the Cryonite rods. As I said, we're not going to be doing anything with Vulcanite. Let's see, get rid of all that. Okay, and then we've got our warehouse now. And this is going to be sand. So we're going to have to start dealing with this sand here very shortly. But right now, I don't think we even have anything that's requesting sand. But that's okay. And then let's continue getting rid of all of this rocket fuel. There we go. And that's everything. That's everything handled. Okay, so then the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to get ready, I think, for going to the Vulcanite planet next time. So we need to, what do we need to do? We need to craft a cargo landing pad. We also need to craft a cargo rocket silo, which is a lot of steel, honestly, quite a bit. So I'm going to work on doing those two things before we start gathering some materials to get ready to go over there. Okay, so as you can see, I am standing here, and right over here I have a new cargo rocket silo and a new landing pad. And of course we will still have to make one more landing pad to get the Vulcanite back. But, excuse me, in the meantime, we will be able to work on sending this over. And I did realize that the one thing I did not finish was I had not finished looking at the amount of rocket fuel that was in these chests over here. So if we come over here really quickly, so this is on the green signal here. So we should be able to see how many pieces of rocket fuel are in there. And I don't think that we're really going to have, excuse me, too many. But we can now hook this up, I believe. Like if we look over here, L is now on the green signal, which is fine. So if we hook this up, green, and then we hook up, not that. There we go. I think that that is correct. So we should, this is outputting. So the input here is 79,000. Is that correct? I think that this is not supposed to be connected here. Let's see. Let's get rid of this red wire and this red wire. Okay, so this is outputting 1.5 thousand L. And then this is... Aha, okay. No, stop it. There we go. Okay, now this is outputting the correct number. Okay, great. So we're actually getting our signal of L from Khione, and we're actually calculating how much rocket fuel we need. The only other thing that I would like to do is do this. So this is outputting, let's see, M, which is this signal, which is the amount of rocket fuel that we need. So we're actually going to put this over here, get rid of this. We're going to say M minus rocket fuel. And then we're going to input rocket fuel over here. And then we're going to output M. is the value of that. So it's going to do M minus rocket fuel, output M. So at the moment, we should still be getting the exact same M. And yeah, it looks like we are. So 1.6 thousand, which is correct. But then if there's extra rocket fuel over there, I don't believe that we will be sending any extra rocket fuel now. So that looks good to me. I could have done something wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did not. And so we are going to set up our other rocket silo right over here. There's no reason not to do that, honestly, because you know, we're not doing like processing or anything in this area, so we might as well be handling all of our rocket silos and stuff. And maybe we do want to move it a little bit further away, just to leave some room for combinators and stuff if we need it. But we're going to end up doing almost the exact same thing over here, and unfortunately that's kind of a mess now with all the different colors and things. But whatever. We can like copy this over here and then just disconnect all the wires and then figure out the wires in the future. And then we can hook this up to the output here and copy that over. Very cool. And then we can actually also copy this because we want to start working on this silo, which is awesome. And this is just going to insert forever right now, isn't it? That might be okay. And then we also want to hook up... oh, this is an interesting choice on how to do things here. I think what we'll do is we'll do something like this. There we go. All right, so our rocket fuel, liquid rocket fuel is hooked up, so we got to start doing that. And in order to get our Vulcanite, we are not going to this Vulcanite planet. We are actually going to go to this uranium planet because there is Vulcanite here. Not to mention there's also Immersite, which we need very soon for one of our next tech cards. There's iron here in case we are running low on Nauvis. And then there is also this vitamelange, or however you pronounce it. And there's a decent amount of it too, I think. You know, 7 million here. I'm sure we can find some more. So this has 3 resources that we're going to need. So we might as well come to this planet. Plus, the only threat is biter meteors. So if we can prevent that, we're doing great. So in order to travel there, what we're going to need is we're going to need a bunch of things, honestly. So if we come over here, we're going to need all of these, and actually I'm going to increase the amount of Mark II miners that we're making because realistically we need to make even more of that. So we're going to upgrade this whole production chain here. And so we'll grab more of these by the time next episode rolls around. So we are going to grab electric mining drills. And then if we look, we're going to do all of our Vulcanite processing there. Because once again, Vulcanite only stacks in 20s. So we need to do as much processing there as possible. So we need to look at the things we need to bring. So we're going to need to bring a bunch of sulfur. That's number 1. This outputs stone, crushed Vulcanite, and 10% of the time it outputs enriched Vulcanite. So we're going to need to bring pulverizers. And then this is centrifuges. So we're going to need to bring centrifuges as well. This is industrial furnaces. And then it takes water and petroleum gas. The water, no big deal because there is water on that planet. So that's easy. The petroleum gas, on the other hand, I think we're going to have to do a similar method by using this delivery cannon. It seems like the easiest way to deal with like weird liquids and stuff like that. And then I think that we are probably going to... Yeah, I think that what we're going to do is we're going to bring back Vulcanite blocks. So they stack in 100. And that seems like the best way to be bringing things back. And everything can then be taken from a Vulcanite block and like converted to whatever else we need. So we're going to need pyroflux, but that's just Vulcanite and sand. So that's easy. These cation ion exchange beads, Vulcanite blocks. So everything revolves around these Vulcanite blocks. So that's what we're going to be bringing back. So in order to do this, we need centrifuges. We need pulverizers. We need industrial furnaces, and we do have a cannon chest here, so that's good. So let's grab some of those buildings. Pulverizers, we're gonna grab a bunch of those. And then we are gonna grab, oh geez, I don't think we need 40 industrial furnaces, do we? Probably not. These things craft pretty quickly, so I don't expect that we need that many. And then we also need centrifuges, which are over here. And we probably have a lot of them. 50. Okay, that should be plenty. There we go. And then we are also going to need a bunch of ammo and some meteor defense installations because there are biter meteors, and we want to make sure that we are not going to have to deal with biters over there. I really would rather not have to try and exterminate the biters when I could have just done this in the first place and never dealt with them. So we're going to do that. So we're going to throw all of this stuff over here. And that looks good. Maybe we can even put some recycling facilities in. Then, of course, we're going to have to bring stuff for power. So for power, I think that we're probably going to make 3 rows of our current power thing. So that means we need about, let's see, I think it's like 16 in our current setup, or 18. So we need to bring like 30, or 60, I mean. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And that seems like it's probably enough. And then I'm going to have to craft a bunch of boilers. So I will do that off of the stream as well. And then what else are we going to need? We're going to need a crap ton of belts. So let's just grab all of the red belts. And we're going to grab all of the red undergrounds, which is going to set our base on fire. And we're going to put them all in here. And we've got fast loaders. Alright, so I think that that is a good start. And then if there's anything else that I think of that we need before next episode, we will do that at the beginning of next episode. And then we'll finish that off. Oh yeah, just real fast. This is Celamene. So Celamene. And of course there's no landing pad. But what I actually kind of would like to do to save on rocket parts, and I don't know if this will end up happening, but I might end up flying over on our rocket ship, launching down to the surface, putting down the landing pad, and then launching this rocket over with all of our materials. It's kind of a sneaky way to do things. Not sure if that's what's going to end up happening, but I think it's kind of a cool idea. So we are ready to get some Vulcanite because I desperately want to get to doing pyroflux smelting in the very near future for all of our ingots that we possibly can. And then we also are going to be getting to Immersite very soon as well, because we would like to get to these optimization tech cards once we get to our production science packs. So there's a lot to do over the next coming episodes, guys. I'm having a lot of fun with this playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be awesome if you could leave me a like and or subscribe, and then I will see you all on the next episode.